For Lexington Richland School District 5, I'm Barry Isabel, and this is another Focus on 5. Let's kick things off with our community service category here at Nursery Road Elementary. This year they implemented a new Watchdogs program that allows dads to come and assist in the classroom. I taught with the program's initiator, Jim Rimsey, and reading interventionist Cindy Wilcox, who oversees the program here at Nursery Road. While I was here, I got to observe one of the watchdogs that's been most dedicated during the year, Mr. Madison. Let's check it out.
The Watchdog program is a father involvement program started out of the National Center for Fathering. It provides an opportunity for father figures, stepfathers, grandfathers, uncles, anybody who wants to come in school, be a positive male role model, and also provides an extra set of eyes and ears for the school.
It's pretty much up to the individual teachers how they want to have the watchdog be helpful. And what we try to do to our gentlemen is to say, remember, you're here to assist the teacher and to assist the students, and so take your cue from them and try not to be an attraction unto yourself, but that you're moving in and about the classroom as just someone who is helping and is there, and it's not supposed to be a distraction. And I think we've been pretty, we've done that pretty well.
When dads come in, we are actively involved in the classrooms. We're actively involved with the students. And so it's not just that we're kind of here hanging out, observing, watching what the school's doing, watching what the teachers are doing. We're involved in the classrooms. We're involved in the library. We are involved in recess. We're involved in the lunchroom. And it's a very rewarding. And at the end of the day, and I know Mr. Madison can attest to it, at the end of the day you go home tired.
Such an awesome program at Nursery Road that's been such a positive experience for the students and the teachers. For our Achievement Focus of the Month, I went to Irmo High to talk to student Sarah, who recently had her own book published. She sat down with me to tell me a little bit about the book and the process that went behind it, and then Principal David Regal talked about how impressed he was with her having accomplished this.
The book is about a 15-year-old girl. Her name is Alice, and she has inherited this little bit of land from her parents who ended up being killed. And now she is the only heir to this whole entire kingdom, which is ruled by her grandfather. In the process of trying to find out who the murderer is, she has to contract with a demon, and she has to fix like a bunch of different mistakes she's made, come to consequences with numerous decisions she's made before that, and has to, at the end of the day, be able to rule her kingdom without anyone knowing about the things she's had to do.
Well, I think as somebody who's done some writing, it's very impressive to me that somebody her age was able to start and complete a work like that, and to complete an entire book. It takes an incredible amount of perseverance and determination, even just to finish a project like that. So I think it's a very impressive accomplishment.
I didn't think that any publishing company would want my work. So to hear that there were so many that were just like, we want this, we want the sequel, get that done now, was completely surprising. For the longest time, I was expecting someone to like just kind of tap on my shoulder and be like, oh, by the way, we were kidding. This isn't really going to happen.
Awesome work, Sarah. Now, her book was published by Deep Sea Publishing and can be bought on Amazon.com. For our athletic focus of the month, I went to Irmo Middle School, where both the boys and girls basketball C teams were crowned the Palmetto Athletic Champions of this year. I stopped by to talk to several of the players from both teams and Coach Barry Lee and Tammy Hardy on what it was like winning the championships together.
That was an awesome feeling. Coach Lee has won it in the past, and some of my teams in the past have not been as good, and it was always kind of I was happy for him, but kind of felt bad for my team. But this year, every time we got on the bus, it was a celebration. So we were always congratulating each other. He is one of the best people to work with because he knows what to say to the kids, girls and guys team, and he definitely helped motivate me to do a better job.
We talk a lot at the middle school level about the importance we have of preparing our young men and our young ladies to go to the high school. And that's true for academics and for sports. And so because our young men and our young ladies had this championship experience at the middle school, then it helps them understand what hard work means and dedication, and helps them to hopefully be more hungry to perform even better and work together as they move forward, and hopefully give them a chance to win championships on the varsity level, which is even bigger.
I say most of us didn't think that we were going to win after the 3 losses. After that first time we lost to D.O.G.S, I think most of us didn't think we were going to actually win it all. But towards the end of the season, we finally started coming together as a team and started winning. We started playing suckers and started playing as a team.
It was emotional, I guess, because I came so close last year, but I didn't get it, and I actually got one this year.
Yeah, I felt good about it because this is my first time winning a championship, and that we just came like a team together and just won it together.
It shows what Irmo is all about, because the girls cheered us on and we cheered the girls on, so it shows that we are one as a school.
Great season, proud of our young men and our young ladies, and as I said, it's a great win for the Irmo community.
That's definitely something our whole district can be proud of. For academic focus, I went by Spring Hill High School to talk to Jeffrey Ergel and his mock trial team. Now, they recently received an excellent at the Midlands Regional. Let's check out more about the mock trial team and get a little bit more insight of exactly what they do.
Well, first of all, I don't think mock trial is necessarily for kids who want to become lawyers. And that's something that South Carolina Bar, which runs the program, that's something that they have stressed in the nearly 10 years I've done it, is that they don't expect every student who's doing it to become a lawyer. That they really are looking at, how can we help kids develop public speaking skills, critical thinking skills, so that translates into any type of profession they go into, whether it's law or medicine or accounting or teaching, that they're developing those skills.
It was a stressful experience, but it's also an experience that I think I'll treasure in the future. I'll just be able to remember, I put effort behind that, and I was a part of the team that got that award.
Definitely the excellent was really, really good for a first-year team, though.
It was amazing when we got that, because we really did not we just kind of went into it as let's see how it's done and see how we're going to do, and we're not going to put a whole lot of pressure on ourselves. We just want to have fun with it this year, so it was really kind of surprising almost, but it was a pleasant surprise.
A lot of times we get this perception that the courtroom is this place where you yell and it's so dramatic, like the TV shows Law and Order, but in reality it's not something has a lot of flair or dramatic essence. It's more of a simple, you go in there and it's fun. It's not a thing that everybody would enjoy. It's a niche thing. But it's always a good idea, to join the team and try it out and just see what happens, because you may really enjoy it. I quite enjoy it, and I'm sure Jason does.
Oh yes, it was actually a lot of fun.
It really solidified what I want to be, basically, because I got to actually see how everything's going to work out and know what I'm getting into when I pick that profession. And I think that it was just a really good experience, so that I knew what I wanted to do when I grow up, and I think it's going to help me to become a better lawyer.
For them to go and compete and earn that level of rating, with an excellent rating with very little experience, that's pretty phenomenal, I think.
Such an awesome academic outlet that our students can learn a bunch of different skills from. For our final focus on the arts, I went to Ballentine Elementary, where student Jacob was really inspired by a book he read to collect canned goods and create these impressive canned structures. I talked to Jenny Goforth, a reading interventionist, and she shared how the project got started, while their art teacher, Alyssa Colchin, shared how the building process went. Let's check it out.
Last year, a group of kids that Jacob was a part of, we just kind of brainstormed different ways that, different structures that we could possibly build, and then brainstormed ways that kids could make a difference in the lives of others. And then at the beginning of this school year, I pulled together a team of our art teachers and also a 5th grade teacher. We kind of just continued to go off of that same list and decided that the heart and the hand and the peace sign would really, truly represent what kids could do in our community and beyond to make a difference.
Well, the Kate Center was a huge help. They gave us the basic design and told us how many cans we needed to collect for each structure, and they built each level, and all we had to do is assemble it. And This structure was built by the 5th and kindergarten students here, and each structure we had 2 different grade levels helping us.
One of the things I would like to share is that the generosity of our community, of our parents, our students has been amazing. I use Jacob's word. We have had so many people just really, give of their time, of their talent, of their money, and have played a big part in this. So I just want to extend a huge thank you to everyone in our community and in the district.
The kids were just so excited when they came in here, and I think that made a huge difference too. Like, it went so well when we put the structures together, and it just went really well. And the kids, like I said, are just so excited about it.
Jacob, what a great idea and an awesome project that the whole school could get involved in and give back to the community at the same time. Well, that's it for this edition of Focus on 5. On behalf of District 5, I'm Barry Disbel, and I hope you guys have a great spring break.